Grade 5 students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. Today's topic is distance and speed. Objective. By the end of the lesson, students should be able to understand the concept of speed as the distance traveled per unit time. Use the unitary method or formula to calculate speed, distance, or time and read and interpret and write speed in different units. Now go on to your textbook about distance and speed, page 188. Number 4, Mr. Ahmad drive his lorry at a speed of 45 km per hour. At this speed, how far does Mr. Ahmad travel in? A, in 2 hours, and then B, in 5 hours. Okay, 45 km per hour. In hour 1, Mr. Ahmad travels 45 kilometers because the speed is 45 kilometers per hour. That means every hour it reaches 45 kilometers. And then in 2 hours, Mr. Ahmad travels 45 times 2 equals 90 kilometers. How about in 5 hours? So Mr. Ahmad travels 45 times 5 equals 225 kilometers. This one is the speed times the speed is multiplied by the times, and the answer is the distance. So the formula is distance equals to speed time is multiplied by time. Look at this triangle. Distance is shortened by d, and then s, that is speed, and then t, it is time. So d equals s times t. This one has been discussed in Matematika Dignas in the previous quarter. I hope you can get it easily because we have studied this before. Now open your textbook, page 189. Number 5. A racing car is traveling at a speed of 175 km per hour. How far can it travel in 3 hours? There are 2 methods. Method number 1, 1 hour equals to 175 kilometers. 3 hours, that means 3 times 175, and the answer is 525 kilometers. So the racing car can travel 525 kilometers in 3 hours. Yeah, the speed is 175 kilometers per hour. Method 2. The speed is 175 kilometers per hour. Time 3 hours. Distance equals to speed is multiplied by time. So the speed is 175 times 3 equals to 525. The racing car can travel 525 km per hour or in 3 hours. Okay, so the racing car can travel in 525 km in 3 hours. Next, open your textbook, page 190. Number 7. Joyce swims 550 meters in 5 minutes. Find her swimming speed in meter per minute. There are 2 methods, method 1 and method 2. To find the speed in meter per minute means to find the distance she swims in 1 minute. 5 minutes equals to 450 meters. 1 minute equals to 450 is divided by 5 equals 90 meters. Joyce swimming is 90 meters per minute. Method 2. Distance 450 meters, time 5 minutes. The formula speed equals to distance is divided by time. The speed is 550 meters is divided by 5 equals 90 meters per minute. Joyce swimming speed is 90 meters per minute. Look at this triangle, distance, speed and time. Speed equals to distance is divided by time. Next, open your textbook, page 191. Number 8, the distance between town A and town B is 147 kilometers. A fan takes 3 hours to travel from town A to town B. What is the speed of the fan? Method 1, 3 hours equals to 147 kilometers. So 1 hour, that means 147 is divided by 3 equals to, yes, 49 kilometers. The speed of the fan is 49 kilometers per hour. Now method number 2, distance equals to 147 kilometers. How about the time? The time is 3 hours. The formula speed equals to distance is divided by the time. So 147 is divided by 3 equals to 49 km per hour. And the speed of the fan is 49 km per hour. And the distance is 147 km. Okay, now let's go on to your workbook. Page 157. Open your workbook now. Number 1. A train is traveling at an average speed of 96 km per hour. What is the total distance traveled after A, 3 hours, and then B, 5 hours? I think we have discussed this in the previous examples in your textbook. It is almost the same. Now, 3 hours, that means 96 times 3 hours equals, yes, 288. So the total distance traveled after 3 hours is 288 kilometers. How about 5 hours? So that means 96 times 5 equals, that's true, 480. So the total distance traveled after 5 hours is 480 kilometers. Now number 2. An airplane traveled at an average speed of 428 kilometers per hour. Find the distance traveled after A, 2.5 hours, and B, 3.25 hours. Now answer A. So that means 428 times 2.5 equals, or you can say like this, 428 times 2.5 equals, yes, 1,170 kilometers. The total distance traveled after 2.5 hours is 1,170 kilometers. Next. 3.25 hour. So that means 428 times 3.25 equals, yes, 1,391 kilometers. So the total distance traveled after 3.25 hour is 1,391 kilometers. Now open your workbook, page 158. Number 3, a fan took 2 hours to travel from the office to a factory. If the distance between the two places is 92 km, find the speed of the fan. So this is the formula, 92 is divided by 2 equals 46. So the speed of the fan is 46 km per hour. Right? Number 4. A whale can swim at a speed of 500 meters per minute. How far can it swim in A, 8 minutes, and then B, in 56 minutes? A, 1 minute equals to 500 meters. So 8 minutes, that means 500 times 8 equals, yes, 4,000 meters. Now you change into kilometer then, so become 4 kilometers. So it can swim 4 kilometers in 8 minutes. Next, how about 56 minutes? So 1 minute equals to 500 meters. If it is 56 minutes, so 500 times 56. So what is the answer? Yes, 28,000 meters. If you change into kilometer, it becomes 28 kilometers. So it can swim 28 kilometers in 56 minutes. Now do this assignment, page 157 and page 158, number 1 until number 4. And then don't forget to write down your name on top of the right corner. If you have done, send it to Google Classroom, okay? And I will check it later. Okay, now do this assignment. Thank you very much. Bye.